Social Media Insights for Better Metrics and Measurements. My name is Remington Grant. The company that I have chose is Gucci, and this is presented to the CEO of Gucci and the Kering Group. On the agenda, we want to define the purpose of this report, define the scope of this project, explain the fan analysis, visibility analysis, post analysis, and meaningful insights and takeaways, as well as the recommendations. Some background information about Gucci is that the continuous growth faces a number of challenges for Gucci. Those challenges are new design ideas, social media traction, liabilities that outnumber current assets, incur costs greater than competitors, and controversial advertisements. To define the purpose of this report will show how sharing data across different social media platforms can help Gucci operate more efficiently. Our main marketing goal is to promote inclusivity, appealing to everyone rather than a specific gender. Right now, Gucci on their social media platforms posts more towards females than it does for males, and all their products can be both genders, so they need to start posting more that includes both genders. By blending data, Gucci can identify 4 different key factors. The first one is to concentrate on targeting all different genders. Number 2 is to increase social media interaction on all social media platforms. They're pretty good about posting on Instagram, whereas they are lacking Facebook and Twitter. Number 3 is to better understand which targeted audience are on certain social media platforms. For example, if they are targeting females, mostly the higher class, I think it would be best for them to go to Facebook because that's where all the parents are, and especially moms, they love to go on Facebook. So that'd be a great place for them to specifically target their audience on that certain social media platform. And the last key factor, number 4, is to track costs compared to competitors to make and sell their products. Social media insights for Gucci. I found this picture on Rival IQ of Gucci's activity and Gucci's engagement on all their social media platforms. If I had more access to get into Rival IQ and to see the full numbers of where Gucci stands with their engagement, I could explain more, but I cannot get into it. But right now, Gucci's total engagement increased 18.8% and saw the largest increase on TikTok, which is good because TikTok is a newer social media platform that is more targeted toward teenagers. The fan analysis for Gucci. So the middle is the Gucci social, and then this goes to celebrities, high social classes, female and males, so they're hitting all genders, and employed consumers. Gucci is a very expensive store, so the high social classes is where most of their customers come from because you have to have money in order to buy Gucci's products. Gucci's audience engagements. Here's another picture that I found on Rival IQ. Gucci's audience increased 0.1% and saw the largest increase on Instagram. Like I said before, if I could get more access into Rival IQ, I'd be able to go more into detail. Gucci's engagements. 1.62 million total engagements, 18.8% increased engagements. They have the largest increase on TikTok, about 6 posts per day, and they're most engaged on Instagram. Post analysis. Which type of posts get the most likes? Which type of post gets the most comments? Which time of the day, week, and year do fans respond most? Who are responding to posts? And what type of posts get the most sentiment? This gives us a better look of Gucci's performance and how much interaction they get, engagement, likes, comments on all specific platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our competitive analysis for Gucci. Their competitors are Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, Michael Kors, Tory Burch, MCM, and Versace. All of these are very expensive stores, just like Gucci. It just all depends on who has a better marketing strategy. Next, we have the comparison of social media activity to competitors. The website that I like to use is Rival IQ, as to which you showed us in class. This is a good way to see how many followers and what your engagement rate is, especially with your competitors that you go against. As you can see, Gucci has 75.1 million followers and a 0.14% engagement rate. For the visibility analysis, which posts get shared the most, what content gets the most impressions, what content gets the most impressions broken down per country. If we had more access to Rival IQ, then we'd be able to see which posts get shared the most, who shares them, and what impressions are made, and where they're getting shared at. For example, when we had access to the Weber International Google analysis, we got to see all of these. Social media insight calculations. If we use these equations down here, we'll be able to find out what days are best for Gucci to post, what time of the day, and this is just going to give a better overall for Gucci's social media platforms. Meaningful insights and takeaways. Gucci needs to maintain relevancy in pop culture, keep control over sales channels, allow the digital experience to mimic the real, boost social through customer co-creation, and work digital with clear strategies in mind. Recommendations to target potential customers. Gucci needs to make sure they are engaging on all social media platforms with men and women to hit all targeted audiences. Gucci needs to research where each potential targeted audience would be on which specific platform. Like I said earlier about the Facebook, if you were trying to reach the moms, be a great place on that specific platform for them. And Gucci needs to implement different financial ways to compete against competitors. I hope this presentation you watched can be helpful and insightful for Gucci in the future. Thank you.